like TV.
Are you ready? Fight!
You can turn it off when you're
Love
talking.
season.
Our team thinks that books are better than life experiences. We have some reasons why we think books are better. First, books are more convenient. Second, life experiences are dangerous. Third, we can't experience everything from life experiences. Fourth, there are life experiences that can cause us to die.
Hello, my name is Kim Dong-yan and these are my team members Chang Go-hyo and Min-shan. Our team thinks that we can learn from life experiences. First, we can experience things and we can remember it better. Second, when life experiences are more fun and also life experiences are more important because when we don't learn life experiences, we can't read books.
There are life experiences that can cause us to die. I have 3 reasons why I think like this. First, we cannot go into volcanoes, but in books, we can learn about this type of dangers doing more safely. Second, we shouldn't get hit by a thunder to learn that it is deadly. However, I know this is dangerous because I learned it in books. Finally, tsunamis don't happen all the times. By reading books, we won't drown when we are experimenting with storms, and also people can die during the experiments. Furthermore, we need also money to repair the buildings if we try to create them in real lives.
There are some experiences that we can't do in our ordinary lives. The first reason is that we can't have unusual experiences like watching dinosaurs or mammoths nowadays. Also, we can't see natural disasters all the time, so we have to learn them from books. Normal people can't do various kinds of experiments. There, for instance, making bombs or dealing with electrical equipment. If we learn these types of experiments, we will be severely injured. However, books can help us to do these types of experiments without being hurt. Therefore, books are the most important source for information.
When we directly do something, it can be dangerous to do. When we are in science class, the experiment can be dangerous sometimes. For example, we can be working with explosive materials. Furthermore, when we play soccer, we can get an injury. Think for example, when I hurt my foot, I couldn't play soccer for 1 week. We could have just learned it from a book and not had to walk around on crutches. Finally, we can make some mistakes when we are having life experiences. Making mistakes can be dangerous sometimes. We can read about how dangerous hydrochloric acid is when we do any experiment with it to prevent injuries.
Books are more convenient to learn something. When you travel to other country, the cost of everything is very expensive and waste of time. But when you read books, it is more convenient and cheaper. Second, books are more portable so they can save us time. Take for example when you learn about a palace. We can bring a palace in school, but we can bring books. Finally, books show us things that aren't possible in a real life. One example is scuba diving. I can go down into a deep ocean to learn about the sea creatures, but I can find them in a book very easily. Therefore, the books are better source of knowledge to learn from. Life experiences are more fun than books. This is because books are boring, but life experiences are not boring. They are more exciting than singing and reading. Also, life experiences help us to make friends. Friends are more important than books. When we have many friends, they can make us happy. They can also help us to do many things better. Furthermore, we can do many fun things. Most people want to have more fun. They want to do things such as playing, traveling, and studying together, not sitting around reading boring books.
I think we can learn about life experience. I think we can learn about life experience. Experience is the best way to learn something because we can memorize it. I still remember life when I pour water into a volcano. If we can see something, touch something, or do something, it is better than just reading in book. Seeing, touching, and doing something is all important parts of experiencing things. Also, my teacher said experiencing is the important part of memorizing.
When we learn from life experiences, we can learn things in a more fun way so we can remember them better. For example, in a restaurant, I can get a real piece of cake. We can learn about ordering things, something like can I get a piece of cake, please? When we do this in a restaurant, I can get a real piece of cake and it's fun. Also, on a playground, we can learn about action words such as run, swing, jump, and slide. When we do them and say them together, we can remember them better. Lastly, in a shop, we can learn about prices and numbers. For instance, can I get a discount and which one is cheaper? Because of these three examples, I think that we can learn things in a more fun way through life experiences.
Alright, so each team will now have 1 minute to prepare their rebuttals. When we do rebuttals, Team Youngshin will start, and then Team Excellent will do theirs after.
Youngshin, you said we can cause us to die. However, if we protect ourselves and have equipment well, we cannot die. And there is no rule to die if we go to experience. Also, when we read books, sometimes it's boring and we can't understand well. And usually we can't memorize story in book. However, in life experience, we can memorize easily than book.
But life experiences can change anytime and anywhere. And when we read after we read the book, we can read again and again to memorize it. But it costs only some of money to buy books. But when we can remember the things from life experiences, we need lots of money to do again and again.
Iseokjun, you said life experiences can cause us die and get injury, but I think your thinking is wrong. For example, in science class, we can learn basic knowledge of science. We can learn things that we can learn by science class in video. I think that video is also life experiences, and that not causes us die and get injury. How do you think about this?
Seeing videos is also life experiencing, but when we are curious about that and we want to do that, then when we then think of when we are experiencing with nuclear, then when we make a mistake, it was burst.
Pekonu, you said we can't go down deep ocean, but of course we can go down deep ocean, because when we get on a submarine, we can learn more correctly than books. And books, some people need to go down and see, so we don't need to read books and board, and we can learn more funny how to think.
But when we want to scuba diving, we have to buy swimming suit and oxygen bag, so it wastes a lot of money and time. Kim Dong-hyun, you said that life experiences are fun, but I think it is wrong because they are all saying that there's no pain, no gain. So when life experiences are always fun, then I choose life experiences. However, life experiences have lots of dangerous things such as volcanoes, nuclear, and hydrochloric acid. Although books are boring, but when we can't remember the things that we had experienced, we should use money buying books. But when we try to do with life experiences, we have to use lots of time and money. What do you think about this?
But when we think just me, my parents can read books and just tell us from life experiences, and you said life experiences you said I'm wrong, but games and playing are not boring.
Donghyun, you said books are boring, but at the school we are using textbooks more than playing games or like doing many kinds of experiencing things. We are learning from books and the textbook was using, but we use books until we are dead and books are boring. I don't think about this.
You said that we can do board game from books, but it's also life experiences.
Donghyun, you said life experiences is more fun because books are boring, but there are boring experiences too, like only seeing experiment or other things. Also, although we experiment, it can be boring like measuring temperature and other things. Also, we must read books for knowledge. We can't get good grade only with books. Also, almost questions in university exam are from books. Therefore, books are the most important source of knowledge.
But when we just learn from books, when we just don't learn life experiences, we can't read books. So life experiences are more important. And when we don't need to pay money and buy a textbook because we can learn from just our parents.
Pogyu said experiences are more memorable. But I can agree with this because we can experience it again and again because it wastes time and money. But we can read books again and again because it's sometimes boring. There are comic books and picture books or funny books. When we experience this again and again, it's more dangerous to do experiences again. How do you think about this?
You said books are fun than book or life experiences, but I think in most books are made for adults, so there could be many difficult words, and we have to do the definition of the word. And I do not agree that we can learn by books when we see the books again and again.
All right, starting with Team Excellent, give your closing statement, please.
Our team still thinks that books are better than life experiences. Although your team said that books are boring, but our team don't think like that, and we think books are the most important source of knowledge.
Our team still believes that life experiences are more better than books. The other team argued that life experiences are boring, but life experiences are not boring, and also life experiences are more memorable. So therefore, life experiences are a better source of knowledge.
저희 팀 이름은 엑셀런트입니다.
저희 팀일 것 같습니다. 방금 게스 팀과 퍼펙트 팀이 살짝
이번 결승까지 모든 문제 없이 잘하자입니다.
상대가 리버틀 할 때가 뭐라 해야 할지 모를 때. 일단은 디베이트 하려면은 많은 준비가 필요하고 또 많은 노력도 필요하다.